Okay, battle report here at the GW store in Loveland with the soundtrack in the background. It might get flagged again as a copyright issue. Yeah, so it's Corsairs versus Blood Angels. And on the Corsair side, there's 3 Hornets in the squadron, a Phoenix Bomber, giant warp gun, 3 Shadow Spectres, a Harlequin as my warlord, because I didn't own the Eldar Codex at the time that I made this list. And then on Blood Angel side, you've got... Oh, and then I've got 2 squads of Corsairs in Sky and some Wasps. And then you've got the Flyer, the Storm... Is that Magnet that's backwards? All right. Vindicator. 3 Ball Predators?
Yes, 2 with Flamers.
Yep, and 1 with the cannon.
And 1 with the cannon.
And then a Hellblaster squad and a Land Raider. A Captain, is that the black guy?
Yeah. Okay.
And in reserve, you got Reavers?
Reavers.
Okay. 2,000 points. I had more units down first, so we roll off to see who goes first, and I add 1. And I roll a 2, which becomes a 3. It looks like the Blood Angels are going first.
Hey.
Pointed out that in Mark's turn, he moved his entire army forward except for that Land Raider. All right, turn 1, Mark kills the Shadow Spectres. I think I messed up with them, but yeah, they die. So he's got first blood. Next time I won't stick them out. I'll use their jump, shoot, jump thing, which I forget because I don't play Eldar usually. Yeah, he did 6 wounds to the Phoenix, did 1 wound to a Hornet, and is on to Eldar Corsair turn 1 with 1 point over on the Blood Angels. I did a really bad round for the Corsairs. 1, I forgot to bring some guys in, sort of, maybe. We're on round 2 now. Vehicles come pulling over to the side here to try to avoid being hit. The Harlequin Warlord runs up to that Bell Predator. Phoenix Bomber comes and turns. The Phoenix Bomber managed to kill 1 Hellblaster, which of course puts them in the dark. He did a single hit with a pulse laser on this Bell Predator. And
did 3 damage.
3 damage, and then he didn't do much else. I think he took 1 more point off that Bell Predator. I hit this with 2d6 strength D, strength 10 hits, and did like 1 wound. I rolled 1s and 2s, and then the pulse lasers failed. Right? I didn't do anything to the Vindicator, did I? No.
Yeah.
I did 5. Took 5 off it.
No, 5. It's got 5 left.
Got 5 left. All right, so it did a bunch of damage to the pulse lasers, but
you shot pretty well.
But no, maybe not enough. We'll see. So it's on round 2. We don't have to hold objectives yet. Mark has 1 point for first blood, and he'll probably get Warlord. Round 2. Yeah, I lost more stuff. So Mark just fell back with that 1 Bell Predator out of the combat. Brought this Bell Predator up, Vindicator out of the way. Burnt/shot the Phoenix out of the air, which I spent command point to try to blow up, and it still didn't blow up. But then I couldn't have spent that second command point because I already spent it in this turn to re-roll. So I blew up a Hornet here, spent the command point, and still blew it up.
Yeah, that was...
It was sad. And he did 6 wounds to the Warp Hunter with, was it this guy?
This.
Oh, with the Vindicator. Yeah, it's been some brutal shooting. So I've lost 1 Hornet, half the Warp Hunter, the Phoenix, and the Harlequin HQ. So he's at 2 points on the bottom of round 2 now. So it's my turn.
Shrouded?
They're not shrouded anymore. Okay. Right, they got shrouded from the night missile. And so it is my turn. Bottom of round 2, 3 turns to go. Yeah. So my Hornets go fly to the corner. Wasps drop in this corner. Well, it's not really the corner. The Hornets fly to the edge. Warp Hunter doesn't really have much to get away from, so he just moves up since he's going to get flamed anyways, and the Warp Hunter removes the Vindicator from existence. And then the pulse lasers on the Hornets almost removed the Bale Predator from existence. There's 1 wound left. So then I shot it with 3 Eldar missile launchers and even used a command point and still didn't manage to kill it. But shot the rest of the scatter lasers into this Bale Predator from the Hornets. They did nothing. Oh, not Hornets, Wasps. And it is the end of round 2, so round 3, I've scored no points yet. I was just joking I'm going to win, so I don't know what's going to happen. This Warp Hunter, however, was just flamed nearly to death. It only has 2 wounds left. It took 10 so far. But it doesn't really matter because it's shooting a flamer. these Hornets survived an astronomical number of high wound, high AP hits and made their rolls. I lost 3 wounds off a Wasp, and it is the bottom of round 3, so I have to have everyone in now at the end of my movement. So Mark is still at 2 points for Warlord and First Blood. The Eldar Trickery came in at the end. So here's my plan. I'm going to show you what I've done. I had to bring my units in from reserve, so the Corsairs land in a line here starting at 20 inches towards the board edge, and a line here 20 inches to the board edge, which will force this to enter hover mode or die, because he can't turn and leave the board. And then I used the distortion cannon and removed this Bale Predator, and then used missile launchers and removed that Bale Predator, and then used Eldar missile launchers and pulse lasers and damaged the other Bale Predator. So I'm still doing okay. It's the bottom of round 3. We only have 2 rounds left. We're on round 4. Mark still has 2 points to mine, none. But I've got hope.
You've got hope.
I've got hope.
And hope can be enough.
And hope can be enough. Now this is worth... Was that 4 points? That's worth 4 points for me.
Those are 2.
And these are worth 2 each, yep. And this is worth 1 for me, and that's worth 1 for you.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So, round 4. All right, the Reavers use their movement where they don't treat vertical distance, and they come off this bastion,
That's where they are.
and they just land. And then this thing goes into hover mode, aims that way, and shoots all of its guns, removing that squad of Corsairs that's not there. This badly mauled Bale Predator didn't do anything. That Land Raider, however, finally killed off 1 Wasp, which didn't blow up.
No, that was a...
Oh, that was a Plasma Incinerators, Hellblasters, yeah. And so it is the bottom of round 4. So on my phrase, Warp Hunter moved forward and removed the Bale Predator with the Flamer. Mark re-rolled his explosion command dice, got 2 6s, killing Hellblasters, damaging the Land Raider, almost killing his captain. Then the Scatter Lasers killed another couple Hellblasters. No one moved here, and we shot the heck out of this flyer, taking it down to 6 wounds. Call it a tie, because the game store closed down on us.